It's your boy Evie. You're watching Evie Family ENT. And if you like what you see, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. So you could become part of Evie's family. We're doing vlog 26, The Warning. This is to finish off the Queen of the Murder Scene album. Reaction that we did. But what's cool about it is we did this will be chapter 4, and I'm only calling it chapters because The Warning had 4 chapters technically in the Queen of the Murder Scene album. So I wanted to end it with 4 chapters, even though I really thought there was only 3, but this counts as a new chapter because they're going to explain the ending of the album and everything that I missed, they are going to let me know.
Chapter 4 is my favorite album. My favorite chapter. Sorry.
Yes.
It's my favorite chapter, and that song specifically, the lyrics, it's so good. I remember I wrote the chorus about 2 years ago. I remember you were going out with a friend, and I was in the car, and I showed you and Mom that chorus, and you were like, oh my god, it's so cool. And I was so excited about it, but I just left it there, because it was just like when I was beginning to start like the concept, and so I just left it there. So basically, Psychotic is a mix of 3 different songs that I had, because the verses that I have for the original Psychotic, they were horrible. They were literally absolutely horrifying.
But the melody was good.
The melody was good. I mean, we could still use it. But
hold on. So they're talking about, because I was wondering, because they said chapter 4. So now I'm confused. Already I'm effing confused. I thought chapter 4 is just this vlog 26. Where did chapter 4 come from? Because she just said Psychotic. So, and I know Psychotic was one of the songs towards the end of the album. It was like the second to last or the third to last song. So, but I do not remember it being chapter 4 was there. So is there songs I have not done? Did we finish this? Like, I feel like I've talked about this with you guys constantly. And I'm the only one that's not understanding this shit. Me and Paul have literally talked about this multiple times. And he's explained it to me multiple times. But Paul is horrible at explaining. So chapter 4 started on Psychotic. But why wasn't... I don't remember seeing a chapter 4 on the thing. I don't remember seeing... Because I remember seeing chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. I don't remember seeing that. But I get it now. But alright, let's get back in.
Just start like the concept, and so I just left it there. So basically, Psychotic is a mix of 3 different songs that I had, because the verses that I have for the original Psychotic, they were horrible. They were literally absolutely horrifying.
But the melody was good.
The melody was good. I mean, we could still
use it.
But the lyrics were really bad. And I remember that I made another song.
The lyrics were really bad.
The same concept. No. I had another song like for the same concept that I did 2 years ago too, and 2 years ago too. I just recorded it on my phone, and
appreciate you, Pablo.
So when I didn't have a verse for Psychotic, I started looking at my voice memos, which is like such a drag because I have like over 500 voice memos.
Yes.
And I don't know why I do this. It's really a horrible habit. But I never named the voice memos. It only says like new recording 245.
Oh yes. I always title my voice memos so that won't happen.
Yeah, so I never named the voice memos. It only says like new recording 245.
Oh yes. I always title my voice memos so that won't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, so they don't they are writing. She's writing, but they use voice memos to write. Which that makes sense. That's a lot better than sitting there and writing it. But for someone like me, I don't write anything anyways. But like for me, I feel like if I were to write lyrics, if I was an artist, I don't think I could do voice memos. Or even like on my phone. I feel like the phone would be a little bit better. but I would want to write it personally just because of the fact that I feel like I would remember it more if I write it. If I talk it, I'm not remembering none of my fucking lyrics. Not one lyric will be remembered if I'm using a voice
Yeah,
memo.
so I had all my voice memos without a name, so I was just like listening through every one, and then I found cause the blood that I bleeding is no longer red. It was in G though. And
Yeah, we changed
yeah,
the
we
tuning.
changed yeah, it was too high. And it just fit perfectly. I had all the first verse done already, and then when I found like that voice memo, I just started working on the second verse immediately. The second verse is my favorite verse. My favorite line of the whole song. It's the "Be proud of your pride and the things that you hide." Oh, that
It's
is
so crazy how she could just do that out of nowhere.
It's
Like, that's
yes,
dope to me. I
even
like
have
that
to
she
say,
can
it's
do that.
really good. I just really like the whole song lyrically.
Yeah, it's very cool. And it's super fun to play.
It's one of the funnest songs to play.
Although it's one of the most tiring ones.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
at least for me.
Yeah,
Because-
the PSYCHOTICs are awful because like she
Oh,
does
Alejandra's
the logo,
talking to
right,
this
like,
one.
I do
Live?
PSY, and it's really like hard to do live.
yes.
With like when we did Lunario, like it was one of the last songs, and I was like dying,
Me too.
and that part was like, oh,
Especially, I mean, since the song is very lyrically packed, you don't have time
Yes.
to breathe. The only time you
No
have like
time
to
to
rest, you as like during the PSYCHOTICs,
And the
but
bridge.
well, only the first two ones, and then the bridge. And
Three.
fun fact about the song, you see that in the beginning, there's like a laugh.
Oh yes.
It's my laugh.
Wait, what?
But that's like
That's
her
like my
genuine
genuine laugh.
Like,
When somebody makes me laugh, like really, boom, I'm laughing. That's my laugh.
that.
I remember.
Oh, I'm trying to remember because I know there was something that I was trying to figure out. I can't remember if it was a laugh. I can't remember if it was a laugh or if it was a damn. I remember the scream. I definitely remember we were trying to figure out the scream, and no, we were trying to figure out who sung the note, and then come to find out it was Alejandra that sung it, and then we were trying to figure out the low and the high, and whose voice was the lowest. I remember that argument. But did I say anything about her laugh? Do you guys know that? Because I
Really,
don't remember that.
Really, boom, I'm laughing. That's my laugh.
that.
I remember
She
we
laughs like
were
that.
recording the PSY. Yeah,
okay.
I said it correctly.
For the demo.
At
For
the
the demo, okay?
YMCA.
And I remember that it was just we were like laughing all the time. It was really hard to keep a straight face because we were trying to do it like as if we were children or something, like cheerleaders or something. And it was just really, really funny. And I remember that at the end of a take, I just like laughed really, really like loudly. And we had
Loudly? She didn't even.
put that on.
Yeah, Jay, like we said, like you have to keep that, and he just kind of modified it so it would go in the beginning, and it sounded so good. At the end, we got used to it, so
We just
it's
left
like
it there.
it has to go there.
Oh,
And-
I think PSYC. I think Psychotic has a lot of like our Japanese rock influences, especially in the bridge. I remember that in one song.
See, that still blows my mind that they were
I
speaking
heard,
Japanese.
It was like, I don't know if it was. I think it was the beginning, and it starts like with like a riff, let's say, with the like vocals, and it's just like.
Yeah, it has like a vocal main part instead of the instrument.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not saying anything, and I really wanted to do. It's just like a very big atmosphere, and I wanted to do something like that, and so we started working on that, and I just extremely loved it. It was really, it's really fun, but in live, when you play it live, it's really hard to do because I'm doing like the 16 notes on the. What's
The
it
snare.
called? Yeah, the snare. Thank you. I'm doing the 16 notes on
The
the snare,
snare.
and I'm just like, okay, keep breathing. That song is very tiring because the verses are really fast. I'm doing 8th notes, but the tempo of the song is really quickly. Oh,
Yes.
we changed tempos on that song.
Yeah,
the
actually,
pre-chorus,
the pre-chorus is
It
goes
lowers
down.
Yeah,
Tempo goes a little
that
bit.
was funny.
It's
Yeah.
not very noticeable, but it's true.
But
it's
if,
there.
like you feel the difference because when we were making the demos, it felt really bad if we left it at the same tempo. That's why I remember when we were recording, like from the transition from the pre-chorus to the chorus, I do a build up.
Okay, thank you,
And I struggled a
Latte.
lot, like
Thank
just to
you,
keep
thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
time.
because it
Because
changed.
you could feel the change.
That's why I always
I mean,
Wait, what?
it was just uncomfortable.
Yep.
It was.
What did
but
she
we
just
transitioned
realize?
From the pre-chorus demos, it felt really bad if we left it at the same tempo. That's why I remember when we were recording, like from the transition from the pre-chorus to the chorus, I do a build up, and I struggled a lot, like just to keep the time.
Oh yeah, because it
Okay.
changed.
You could feel the change.
That's why I always
I mean,
right.
it was just
So-
uncomfortable.
Yep.
It was but we got used to it now, and it's one of the funnest songs to play. Oh, we're also going to remove the hey.
Of the chorus, yes.
Yeah, of the chorus, and
We didn't like it that much at first, but then we took it out and it's like
we found ourselves
You
singing
need it.
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
even though it wasn't there.
Yeah.
and one of the most the things I like most about the song is the bass line. It's just like
Oh yeah, the bass lines were really
Yeah,
fun
I
to
think
make.
that was one of my favorites.
The bass line of
The verses.
the verses, it was a line that I had
And
in
the piano.
Piano.
I don't know what the bass line, what they mean by the bass line. I just know I love the fucking bass in there when they had the breakdown and when they were rocking the hell out. That's what I call the bass line. I call it rocking the hell out over here. They call it bass line and tempo and pace and structure and the count and how many bars and how many verses. I say they're rocking the hell out because that's what it sounds like to me. But I am trying to get better at knowing everything that they're talking about, especially when it comes to singing, y'all. And that's why I love when you guys send me so many like singing songs like from Dimash. And I'm not going to take this on other people. We're going to focus on the warning. But I'm just saying, like, I've learned a lot more. Already, I already know more about like runs. I know more about, you guys taught me. There's another word too. When I remember it, I'll let you guys know. Oh, vibrato. I know what a vibrato is now. I never knew what that was. And I'm trying to learn it more with all the instruments and everything they're talking about.
So when I was like showing it to Ale, it's really funny now, but at that time it was.
Wait,
just,
did she just say when I was showing it to Ale? She's talking about her sister, right? She's talking about Alejandra. It was just the way she said it. I'm not even gonna have that argument no more. We're done with that argument. We are done with the argument. It's Allie. It's Allie. We know this now. We don't have to go back in time and talk about that. But it sounded like she was saying Allie, like I was doing when you guys got all mad at me. It sounded like she kind of just said it the way that I was saying it. A little bit.
It's really funny now.
Hey, Eddie.
But at that time it was just like.
Frustrating.
frustrating.
Because we had nothing in the song, like,
But
but the bass line. She was just like learning it. I was like, okay.
So it was fa 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 fa.
Even though it's not that anymore.
Oh yeah, we
Timing.
changed the
Is it called accents?
The timing, the
no yeah.
No,
I think
the thing
it's the accents,
the line
yeah.
is it's pretty weird.
it's weird.
But once you get used to it, it's
It's like not on the downbeat. It's like in the up. I don't know if it's called the
Syncopado.
upbeat. And no, it's not.
See? I don't
It's just
either.
in the
and
E of
Yeah,
like the
and the
uno
and of
E.
the-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
and
yeah.
there we go. We know
we
the
said
terms-
this last
Yeah. But it's fine.
There she goes,
So,
correcting things
But
again.
yes, that's and story wise, like
But no, it's
Psychotic
usually
is
Alejandra.
just, our main
She's
character
just, like,
is
mocking-
crazy, and she accepts it, and she's just like
She's
mocking,
like mocking
everyone.
everybody that's like trying to capture her, I guess.
It's like
Yeah, that's basically it. And
Yes.
moving on, the next song is it's Hunter.
Hunter.
Hunter's
One of
my
my favorites. I love that song. That is like one of my favorites.
Okay.
Hunter was really different to write, honestly,
Yes.
because it started from like a jam session. We were
It started
trying.
with that riff, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we were doing.
When
it,
do
I
they talk
remember.
about the
I
Grim
heard that
Reaper?
And then I played the
Actually, no, I had that riff, and I started to do a whole other song. I had more parts of that, but you just kind of like took it all out and left that part.
I remember
and then
that.
Yes, I had no lyrics, but I had melody.
Yeah, and I
remember.
remember that I wasn't a big fan of it. So, and
Cinco
we started
Patient, what is
working
that?
on the song together, the three of us. But we had to do the songs like very quickly because we had to make demos of them very quickly because Jake was about to leave, and we really needed to record the demos. Okay, so it was like a day.
Who is Jake again now? Who the hell is Jake? Why is I've heard them say Jake before. They said Jake before. I know it's not Rudy. I remember Rudy's name. Trust me, I got that one down. You guys made sure to let me know, which thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. But Rudy is their manager. So who the hell is Jake?
Came and we were just like.
But who is
working on
Jake?
the song, and I remember you were on the guitar, I was on the piano, and the chorus came out, and it was the first time
Oh, he was a producer,
ever
okay.
in history of Paulina Villarreal that I had
What?
ever
In the history of
modulated
what?
the chorus. Is that how you say modulated?
I think so. It's
Like,
a
change
modulation
the
of
key?
harmony. Yeah.
Yeah, I changed. Yeah, it's just change of key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that song was the first song I've ever in my life.
Oh.
Change the key in the middle.
In the middle
the
of the
same
song.
song, yeah.
In the same song, exactly. And it was just so exciting that I had done something differently, and the chorus was really cool. And so we had
And,
like the pre-chorus and the
sounds
chorus
like me.
ready. Well, kind of. The chorus wasn't finished lyrically, but so Jake came the next day, and we were like working on the song, and we didn't have one single verse. We didn't have melodies. We didn't have lyrics.
We had
And we were
nothing.
basically just building the parts as we went. And I remember that I had like the part of the drums, which is very simple, honestly. So I just had that. It was like the bass.
She said, come on. I'm not trying to pause y'all, like constantly pause, but you guys know that I have to. But how is she gonna just say that? It's really not, it's honestly, it's not that hard, honestly. Like, I know that she can say that because she just won Drummer of the Year. And she's the shit at drumming. But to other people that want to learn how to play the drums, that's bullshit. But I respect it because she should be able to do that because she's the best drummer in the world right now. And they gave her the damn award for it. So no one can argue that. She's the best drummer in the world right now. But I want to learn how to play the drums.
building the parts as we went, and I remember that I had like the part of the drums, which is very simple, honestly. So I just had that. It was like the bass, the basse. I don't know if that makes sense in English.
The basse.
The
I like
bass,
that.
basse. Oh, okay. So basically, you have the bass, and well, they were working on bass guitar and guitar lines. I guess.
Bass
And,
guitar
I
and
was
guitar.
just giving like the basse. There has to be another word in English after like bass.
Yeah, it's just like the
Like the
layout.
The layout.
the bass, the bass. Okay,
The
so I was
bass
just
structure of the
yeah, I
song.
was just giving like the structure. Okay, it was just
The
and
beat.
I knew that we had to make it like something.
That's the word,
quick,
the beat.
just so we could record the song and that's it. We could have changed it. Like we could change it later. So and I was like
Yeah, foundation.
na, 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 and I was like, okay, wait a second, let me record this. And it was just like the first lyric that came
What?
to mind. I just wrote it down very quickly on my phone, recorded it, and
Oh.
that was that. And then we started
We had a
recording,
verse.
and yeah, the whole verse, like the two parts of the first verse,
What?
it was just like really
We did
quickly.
it like that, and we left it like that. Like we really liked it.
Yeah, it was. It
We
just
worked
stayed like that.
really quickly. Oh well, but the
Oh,
second
but
verse.
the second verse was like a real
What?
hassle.
We did it in the same day because Jake was leaving.
Jake was about to leave for a really long time. I remember that. So we were in a like very big hurry. So we were working on Hunter, and we had. I had already finished the first verse, but we needed a second verse, right?
And I remember Danny was busy like recording.
You were recording vocals, and
yes.
in between, you came like to
to
the
work
other
on the
room,
lyrics.
and we were like working on the lyrics, and we were just like literally lying on the floor screaming at each other because we couldn't. It was really funny.
Yeah, we were just
It was
like-
not like angry screams, but it was just like
Desperate
no
screaming,
sale
like,
nada
uh-huh,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
screams.
yeah,
So
What is Sunday?
we were just, like,
What is that?
extremely desesperados.
Like no, no,
It's
no.
not
Is that what that means?
No, it's
We were frustrated.
Because nada means no,
we're
right?
just-
in a funny way.
Yeah. It was so very
Weird.
comical. I don't know why we found it funny because now that I look at it, we were really suffering. We're like, why can't we get anything out?
Yes.
So,
That's why they found it funny. Because that's how, well, at least I know I've had times like that. Like when things start going super, super, super wrong, and it's like you can't figure it out. I either get really pissed or I get like really like in a laughing mood. Like I just laugh about the shit. That's it. Those are like the two. It's either real bad or I just laugh about it. So I understand exactly where they're coming from because they were probably just overwhelmed. They were stressed. They can't get it, and it's just like, but that usually only happens when you have other people that are struggling, going through the same thing. Like if you're by yourself and something goes wrong and you're stressing out, you're probably not going to sit there and laugh about it. Or at least for me, it's always when I'm out with friends or family or whatever, then I'll do it. But by myself, oh no, I don't laugh. I get instantly pissed.
But we did it.
Yeah, in the end,
I wish I
like,
would
we
just
only took,
be
like,
able to laugh
we
everything
did
off.
it like 5-10
Hey,
minutes,
Ben.
just like really intensely, just working on that, and then that's how it stayed. The whole song was just like what you listen to now is basically all that we had in the demo. Literally, now that when I listen to the demo, of course it's very different, like sound wise.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I
all the
appreciate
same.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
guys,
kinda
we went to
stuck
the
to that.
studio like really prepared with our demos.
Yeah.
So Hunter was one of the ones that we stayed extremely true to.
Talk
Explain,
about your
Hunter.
snare drum. That
Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys remember in the live chats, somebody said something about like the snare in Sinister's Mouse. So, and I remember that I don't know if you guys remember, but I said that my favorite snare drum of the whole album was on a song that wasn't released yet. Well, that song is Hunter. Okay, I just love. It was it was like 18-inch snare. It was huge.
Huge.
I mean,
It
I
didn't
could
even
barely
feet.
it barely even fit.
Fit in her legs.
Yeah, I
It's in
couldn't
her
like
legs.
I didn't fit in the drum set.
Sorry.
So I was just, and it had like a really deep sound. And I remember that in parts, you see in the pre-chorus, I do like a normie roll kind of thing. It's not really a normie roll, but it's just like, it's basically a rudiment. So, I
She
I
says
wanted,
that
a
like
higher
I'm
sound
supposed
for
to
that
know
part
what
because
rudiment
over,
is.
like,
What
in
the hell is a
center, like, the
rudiment?
snare drum, it just sounded like really loose, I guess. I wanted it to sound like tighter. So I just went like to like the outer kind of like layer, like the outer rim, I guess. I don't know how it's called in English. It was just like in the very like end of the snare drum, which
Just
Right.
usually the center.
Right,
yeah,
I
usually
agree.
in normal snares it sounds like really pitchy and really but in that one it sounded like a normal snare. So it was really fun, and in the pre-chorus I just started going lower. So like while I did the crescendo, so you got like the I don't know dynamic. It sounded really cool. Oh,
See,
but story-wise.
This is what I'm not gonna cut her off. I'm gonna let her finish. So I'm gonna make this real quick. But this is why I love watching this type of content, y'all. Like especially when it comes to the warning. But not even just the warning though. Like I used to always talk about Easy Mill like that too. I love when you could see their passion coming out, and you could see when someone else talks about something and they talk about it with so much like passion and happiness and da-da-da, or they talk about it with so much madness, but they're showing that it means that much to them. Like that always makes, it just makes everything better seeing that. And I love watching that. And that's why I'm really enjoying watching these vlogs. How many do they have, though? I got to go through their Patreon. Now that we're part of the Warning Army, yeah. I got a whole lot of research to go down and do, and a lot of videos to go watch, too.
Guys, this
Guys,
song is actually really interesting.
Yes. It's one of the few things that I think you haven't guessed yet.
Yeah, it's the only thing that you haven't figured out. It's
Okay, so wait. The picture of the sketch, the artwork of that song, you see it's a Grim Reaper. So
Okay, here we go. F
it
the
is a
phone.
Grim
Let's
Reaper
go.
talking in this song. Like
it's basically the Grim Reaper.
we introduce a new character that's the Grim Reaper that's coming to tell our queen of the murder scene to stop doing its job.
Like back off.
And yes.
Yeah, you're taking
stop doing that
right
because that's my thing.
Yeah, but you see, they just admitted it. They literally said, word for word, and I quote, and I'm going to rewind so you guys all can hear it, that they just said they introduced a new character. How the hell am I supposed to know that they introduced a new character on the song in the middle of the story on like track 17 or something like that? 16, what? Not, I know there's only 13 tracks, but towards the end, it was like the third or fourth song of the end of the album, and you introduce a new character, and then I'm supposed to know who that new character is. You guys watched the reaction. I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I could not figure it out, and there was no way I would have known that was the Grim Reaper. But I should have known, because literally, if you look at the pictures, like you guys said, if you look at the wall, and if you look at the TV in the back, or the whatever that is in the back, the projector, you would know. Not this guy right here. I didn't fucking know. I had no idea.
To stop doing its job.
Like back on.
And,
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
stop doing that.
Damn it.
Because that's my thing.
Thank you, Yale.
I'm gonna get you for it.
And basically at the end of the song, the Grim Reaper does get
Her.
Like,
Yes.
kills her.
So yeah, every
At the end of the song, the Grim Reaper does get
her.
Like,
Yes.
Get who?
So yeah, every
Queen
lyric in this song is from the point of view of
the
the
Grim Reaper. So that's why in the end, Queen of the Murder Scene is dying because the Grim Reaper killed her. So
we don't know how, we don't know.
I mean,
but
yeah, I mean,
she
everybody
is
has
dying.
Yeah, everybody has
We
their own
don't know
version.
how.
Basically, the Grim Reaper killed her, and so the end is
That's
basically
funny.
that's.
It's cool that they
where
did it
she's
that
dying.
way.
She's
It's
just,
just
like,
funny.
dying in that song.
Those are like her last words her last
basically.
breaths of
Yeah.
life.
And that that song is actually I really like the song. It started on the piano. Yeah. I basically have this whole song on the piano from end to beginning.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Lost Fate. Yeah,
We
it is
didn't want
both
to
of
change
them.
that actually. It was gonna be just like piano
just
and
gonna be-
vocals.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
did many versions which were awful. And the instruments.
No, it was really
Yeah.
bad.
We did like
Alejandra hated it.
Like awful. And in Soga, when we were recording the song, it was that one song that we actually came up with most of it. And
Yes.
when the bass and the guitar were gonna enter and everything, like it was that one song that we actually had no idea what we were gonna do with.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of all the parts figured out.
They have said that about like a lot of songs on this. Alejandra just said it was that one song we did not know what we were going to do with. But they literally said that about like every song on the album, which is dope because they literally made a whole concept album story by taking one track from here, one verse from here, one bass, the foundation of the bass from here, the snare from here, and they literally made this whole album out of like thin air, which is, I don't think people understand how like hard that would be to do. I don't even understand because I'm not a drummer and I'm not an artist and I'm not a writer. So I can't even fully understand. But I know I can try to understand. I can't get it, but I can understand that if it's already hard doing that, I know it's 10 times harder doing it the way they did it. And that's what makes them so great.
The bass and the guitar were gonna enter and everything. Like it was that one song that we actually had no idea what we were gonna do with.
Yeah,
But I just think it's funny, that one song, we had no idea.
But not like how to incorporate them correctly.
Yeah.
Crazy. I love the solo of that song. It's
That
like,
solo is very good. And I sang that song. I guess you all got you noticed
Yes.
and we were playing it in the Lunario. And it's basically just the final words of the Queen of the Murder Scene, saying that she doesn't regret what she did because I mean she's crazy.
Yeah.
But that she wishes that she didn't have to
live
carry
with it.
all of that
Yeah.
while she's dying. Like she doesn't want it anymore.
It's because, in the end, she doesn't regret anything because in her mind, everything she did was still because of love, for love.
Like I
So,
said.
yeah, she's just twisted up inside.
Yeah. She's a little bit crazy. That was the whole point. So basically, that's why I sing the end. The end. Dust to dust.
Oh yeah, dust to
Okay.
dust.
Wait,
basically,
what?
Dust to dust. Nobody
How did
nobody figure this out. But I don't know if they did. But dust to dust.
I bet you I did.
Like the prologue is it's Queen of the Murder Scene already dead.
Yes.
That's why I sing it. You know
Wait,
that
yeah.
in the last song I die.
Yeah.
Like
wait, actually,
with my voice,
actually, we kind of did this unintentionally, but
we figured that was a twist. Oh,
yes, the last phrase of the end, we end with "start again." Like we're just saying "start again" over and over and over again.
Yeah, I remember that, 'cause I love that
we're
end song.
consciously telling you to start listening again from the beginning, like start again the album, like the album.
That's
is a cycle.
fire
She
promo.
dies,
That is fire.
and then
Dust to
the prologue
dust.
starts because it's the
she's dead,
She's dead,
and she's telling
and
you.
and she basically she's just welcoming you to her story.
I give them that.
And turn in the end, everything just turns back into dust. You see, that was completely unintentional, but it fits perfectly.
And we were like,
It does fit perfectly because I remember freaking out about that.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes happy coincidence like that happen, and it's just really cool.
Yes.
And that's why Danny, like you see in the end of Dust to Dust, and the
Yeah, my shouting.
I can't reach those.
Yeah, you were.
So,
You were
but it's really cool because it's basically the introduction of
I've seen
Queen
now.
of the Murder Scene in the beginning, which Danny starts. So it's basically hey, this is the beginning of the
her
actual story, and boom, the beginning of the beginning, which is Crimson Queen. It's really cool. I really like
Yes.
that. And
Oh, Crimson Queen.
we're super happy with how our album came out.
yeah, we're really happy, and we're really happy that
And
you
you
guys
guys
welcome it with
liked it.
open arms. We know it's not an easy story too.
Yes.
And I'll be
yes.
really happy
I think we
when
said
you
in the
guys
last
watch my
vlog, I don't know,
reactions
that,
because they're in the Discord.
that we knew it was a
little bit controversial. We're talking
yes,
about a killer
different.
but we really liked it, and we know that we're just telling the story. We're not really encouraging anybody to do this type of stuff.
Yeah.
So we're really glad that you guys liked it.
Yes.
And we're it's bittersweet. This is our last vlog
of the chapters.
of the
we
album.
ran out of music to explain.
But I guess that we'll keep you guys updated with what's to come.
Yeah. Actually, I've heard. No, I saw a little bit of your comments that you want to blog on the booklet and the art and how that all came to be. And I think we can do that. We can do that in another blog.
Yeah, so we'll
Good
see
idea,
that
guys.
later. And
Yes.
we'll keep you updated with
More
Lo que viene.
stuff. Yes, we're actually preparing to go to Mexico City again for the Hard Ink.
it's this Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's on Thursday. So yeah, we're about to leave again and play more shows, so we're really excited about that. But yes, guys, we'll keep you updated, and it's also a new month, so monthly video chat.
It's December.
Yes,
So-
happy December, guys.
it'd be like,
So
Happy holidays to everybody out there because it's
Yeah.
December now. And
No, it's not.
yeah,
It's
guys,
Danny's
we'll keep you
birthday.
updated,
we'll
and
tell you when the date of
Aw.
that will be.
Yeah, guys. So
Yes.
I think this is the end of the vlog. So
This is
thank you
the
so
end.
much, guys.
This is the end. Goodbye.
So long, my friends.
Ale, you're supposed to be
Stars
doing
always
this.
seem to be-
Ale.
She's like, no.
Bye.
Awesome. See, I love their attitude. And what I can say is that I didn't mean to stumble across the Discord, right? But now that I'm in the Discord, the first thing I noticed about their Discord is their Discord is they have it like Elena, one of the mods here, has her Discord, or how my Discord's set up, where people can just go in there and put things in there. But most artists don't do that. And then you're talking about someone like The Warning, who's got millions and millions and millions and millions of views and followers and are known globally And people, when they hit like I'm talking brand new artists that get like 6,000, 7,000 people know them. That's it. They won't even, like, their Discord will be where you can't post anything. You'll just get the announcements, but they won't if you're just a regular person in there, they're not going to let you post something. The warning literally on their Discord, they literally have spots where they let me go on there and I can post my reactions in their Discord.